I am convinced that the Hacks gods freaking hate me. Anyways, here is an OU battle against Hunt245. We wanted a rematch from way back and not accepted. So I leave with the Rose Red, he leaves with the Fortress, and I'm just gonna put it to sleep just because I can. I can't really do anything else with this thing. There's no point in setting up entry hazards because Fortress is probably the best rapid spinner in the game. So go for Leech Seed, kind of predicting the switch or whatever. Just kind of went Leech Seed because I kind of felt like it because nothing else I can really do to it. And it goes for a light screen. I didn't know. I'm like, what? Fortress can learn light screen? I didn't even know that. I'm pretty sure it can. I didn't even know it could learn light screen. So goes for that light screen. I'm just gonna go for the substitute now, and he wakes up and goes for spikes. And I didn't even see that spikes because I was doing something. I don't remember what I was doing, but when I had this battle, I actually wasn't paying attention to the screen that much, which is funny. I was like half looking at it, and I don't know what was I doing. Whatever. So it goes into Zapdos as I calm mind up on the switch because that's what Miss Magius does. So yeah, he goes into Zapdos like I already said. I'm gonna go for the Shadow Ball, and I completely forgot about Light Screen because like I said, I wasn't paying attention. I really should have went for the Calm Mind there because after a couple Calm Minds, Zapdos probably can't break any of my substitutes. So that was kind of retarded of me. And here I should have subbed again, figuring if he has Thunderbolt, that means he doesn't run Discharge, meaning he has Thunder Wave. But again, wasn't really paying attention. Goes for the T-Wave, and I could have easily avoided that with the sub, but I'm being stupid. And there goes the light screen, so another Shadow Ball will finish it off, and at this point, my Miss Magus is paralyzed. Don't really care about it. He is faster now. He's going to go for the Thunderbolt. It won't do much thanks to the Calm Mind, and Miss Magus is pretty good special defense, so I'm just going to Shadow Ball, and it's going to take out the Zapdos. So it's looking okay for me, even though in real time I wasn't really paying attention much. What was I can't remember. I think it was important. So he goes into Lucario, and he ice punches me, and like I said, I wasn't paying attention, so when I looked down at the screen, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna switch now, but it's just like, I lived, and I was like, what? What? I don't get how I lived that, but I did live the ice punch. I went for the hidden power fighting, because this was actually the first Pokemon I bred to have a hidden power, by the way, and hidden power fighting was a tough one to get. So he goes into Flygon now, and he just U-turns me for the kill. Like, I don't know why he's pushing me to switch. You can obviously tell Paralyzed Miss Magius is completely useless to me since it's a sub-Calm Minder. Why would I want to be paralyzed? So I let it die. And now I go into Uxie. He goes into his Infernape because Uxie is the only thing I had to counter Mixape. Mixape kind of wrecks up this team. So I'm going to go for Reflect as he goes into Snorlax. I just set up my rocks before, by the way. He's going to go for Curse, which I figured. I'm just going to go for the Wild Chase just because I can, and, you know, why not Wild Chase when you can? So yeah, I'm just gonna go for that Wild Chase. I'm gonna go into my Breloom here, and I'm just because Breloom can completely destroy anything that's faster than because it has like Spore and stuff. So I'm gonna get my Toxic Orb, which is good because Poison Heal. I'm just gonna go for the substitute, seeing if he wants his Snorlax to sleep or not. If he wants to switch into something to take the Spore, but I guess he wants his Snorlax to be sleeping because he's just gonna go for the Body Slam to break my substitutes and stuff. So I'm gonna go for the Spore in the sack after healing and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna go for the Spore. So I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna sub now because, you know, he's not gonna get the first turn wake and break my sub instantly. He's probably just gonna switch anyways. I'm gonna go for my sub, right? He's not gonna get the first turn wake, right? He gets the first turn wake and body slams me. So we're right back where we started. So I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna sub again. I mean, I'm just gonna Spore again because why not? It's not like Sleep Clause isn't interfering with anything, so I'm gonna sub now because he's not gonna get the first turn wake again, right? How? Why would he do that? And he does, and I'm like, what? Why does the game hate me so much? Why? I'm just gonna Spore again because why not? I can do this forever. I'm a Breloom. So he finally decides he wants a Sleep Fodder to be his Fortress. So I'm like, okay, if he wanted the Fortress to be a Sleep Fodder, obviously he's gonna do it to take the sleep and then go back into a Snorlax. So I'm just gonna go for the Focus Punch, knowing that Snorlax is gonna want to come back, and it does, which is awesome. So he's gonna switch into his Snorlax as I go for the Focus Punch, and I'm just gonna smack that fatty right in the face, and it's gonna die. So that was an awesome play for me. Even though, like, oh, I remember what I was doing now. I was helping my mom with Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Thanksgiving's tomorrow for me, so yeah, I have Monday off because Canadians are different and stuff. So that's what I was doing. I knew I was doing something important. I was making cheesecake and stuff. So yeah, I was doing that while I was battling. So it goes into Ape, and I didn't want to take a Flamethrower, so I just went to Uxie to take it because Uxie's the closest thing I have to an Ape counter on this team. So it goes for Flamethrower. It doesn't do too much. If he had Fire Blast, probably could have 2-hit KO'd me, which is funny, but. And Fire Blast would never miss because I have horrible luck. So he's going to Flamethrower me again. I do live, and I'm just going to go for the Light Screen here to get a Light Screen up. So I'm going to go into Clefable because Clefable is a complete monster and with Light Screen up, right? It's not going to do much, right? Right? Going. Yes, this is a critical hit. So it gets past the light screen and does double damage. That's 4 times the damage it would have normally done. So he's going to go for Flamethrower again. And look how much this one does, because it's not a crit. It doesn't even kill me. That is how much a regular Flamethrower would do. So I do get a T-Wave off. Why does the game hate me so much? I will never understand. Why? So it just completely destroyed my Clefable to some more hacks. And the hacks is still coming to more. So I'm going to go into my fortress, because I want to spin away these rocks, because I left my Rose Raid with its sash intact, so I might as well get it in there so I can just kill it off with a Leaf Storm. So I'm just gonna go for the rapid spin, and I figured out to live a Flamethrower because I still have the light screen up, but of course I wasn't really paying attention. I should have realized that Infernape's in Blaze range, because like I said, I wasn't paying attention. So I'm going to Rose Raid now, because with my sash still intact, I'm gonna go for the Leaf Storm to kill it off, but yeah, I miss. It's like, it's okay, I have a Focus Sash, I'm just gonna live this hit, and then I'm gonna kill it off with the next Leaf Storm. I won't miss 2 times in a row, but he burns me. He freaking... I don't even know how to respond to that. It's like... Oh, there's no words for my feelings right now. So I go into Uxie just to get a Wild Chase off, forgetting that it's Export resistant, and I thought I killed, but it didn't. So I go into Breloom, and I get a pair of hacks on the Switch, which is kind of nice. I could have lived a Flamethrower because of the light screen, but... You know, maybe the game doesn't quite hate me. Maybe it's trying to make up because I can still win this game. So I go for a substitute, and I gotta keep stalling him up for some pair of hacks because I'm gonna need some hacks here to win the game because it's the only way I'm gonna be able to win. And he does get a pair of hacks here. I'm like, okay, thank you, game. That's very nice. Now I'm gonna Focus Punch, and he gets another pair of hacks. It's even better because now I live with the sub. Thanks, game. I still feel like the hacks were on one-sided. Was like, thanks for the small tidbit of help. Yay. So he goes in the fortress here, and this is the point where I just started playing really retardedly. So I go for Leech Seed, because this was a smart play. I go for the Leech Seed because I need to get a lot of health, because I need a lot of health to live Outrage from the Flagon, because I did a calc. So, yeah. I didn't know at the time, because like I said, I was baking and stuff, but I had a feeling, because I know Choice Scarf Flagon's such a wimp. And then I just start picking these random moves like Spore, and I don't even know what I was thinking. Substitute, I don't know, but he's gonna explode, break my sub. So I'm like, okay, this game looks like it's pretty much won. Like, he's gonna Outrage, and he's not gonna do much. I'm gonna go into Uxie just as Death Fodder, so I can stall out some turns of Outrage, but Breloom could easily live in Outrage. I mean, it's a Breloom. I did a calc. I did a calc right after the battle, and yes, it only can do like 200 max, so I'm gonna live that, and then Spore, and then Focus Punch for the win, right? No, he crits me. Yeah. Good game.